This time it will actually end up staying. It has not been acting very nice to me recently. So I'm praying that it does. God, like, seriously, I'm just thinking this time. Last scan was at 314. Still, I'm still not getting any new scan. Ooh, no, I did get a new scan. This thing could be going linear right now. We've got some more lightning detected within it. Rotation is weaker on it. But our organization is so much better on this storm. It has definitely got, like, it's definitely a very organized thunderstorm. Could possibly be going tornadic at the moment. So cold in here, but I really need to get this thing connected. I'm about to lose it again. We're coming back out of that dip now. Here we go. Now we're coming. So there's a lot of like dips. We're having a lot of like dips and stuff coming through here, folks. I'm trying to watch. Like, this storm does appear to be like decently large. Yeah, I'm kind of looking, and I don't. Oh, is that a tornado on the ground? I don't think that is. But it could be. I don't know. It's stressing me out, man. Now, I'm also looking at that other supercell, and it appears to be trying to become tornadic. Ooh, wait, actually, that's a funnel. I think we're going to have a funnel cloud. Wow. Yeah, folks, this is a decent storm here. Now, we definitely do have signs of rotation on that other storm that's going in. That's kind of to our west right now. But this cell coming here is our pretty dang strong one. Now, it does appear to actually be starting to weaken. But there's lightning starting to get detected in it again. And that doesn't exactly mean a horrible thing. That actually could mean that it's starting to rotate faster. Plus, it's only been weakening for this singular frame. So we're gonna see how it, like, what it does, like how it keeps on going. We are decently far from this cell. It's looking to be tracking northward at the moment. And I'm almost thinking but it might be too far. Like, all these storms right now are actually high based, but these ones aren't. So they're not high based at the moment. We'll see. I definitely don't see any obvious signs of rotation within the storm itself at the moment. Okay, I can finally turn down that stupid AC. What's our indoor temperature like? Still 30 degrees in my truck. That's insane. Okay. So let's see what's going on by radar. If this storm begins to slow down, we'll have a big problem. I'm almost thinking that that other storm over there. I'm still watching, so I have a good view on that other storm at the moment. Now, down here, I don't know how much faith I've got in this one. That other cell appears to be firing off decently well. Now, one thing that does not, that a lot of storm chasers, a lot of people that watch storm chasers don't really understand, is we also need to allow ourselves time to get home. So I might not be able to actually chase that other cell. Ooh, actually, right as I say that, I think we might have a developing supercell. Now, it's brief, but I do think that other storm that's tracking to our west, that's right, actually to our east right now on Highway 1, back in Saskatchewan, I think that one could be starting to spin. There is a lot of lightning being detected within it. This storm is not producing very much lightning anymore. We don't have much inflow. Our updraft is starting to kind of get cut off. You know what? Yeah, I think I am going to go for that other storm. Take the 5. Yeah, I'm actually going to turn around and I'm going to head to that other one because I think I might be seeing some rotation like really high up in that storm. So that is interesting. That's a good sign. Not only that, it was also developing some scud, so I do believe that the updraft in that other storm is increasing, while the updraft in this storm, like the organization on this one, is starting to go down. So we're starting to lose our storm here. We also lost complete radio, like. Wait, hold on. Is that my? That's the signal from my flashers. That's crazy. Okay, but yeah, so these are the new cells. Not these ones. There's one right over on our left side. I can see a wall cloud right on it. Oh my goodness, my truck does not like to shift sometimes. But yes, so basically right to our east right now, we do actually have we do have definitely rotation. So we've got rotation on this storm. We've got a flanking line, we've got inflow. So everything we need for a tornado is actually starting to set up to our east right now. Wow. Now, I've actually been watching that storm particularly for about like 2 hours now. So this one could have a good risk to produce a decent sized tornado. Now, I think the base is lowering. I can see that there is scud coming out of the bottom of it, which is perfect. Now, it's actually not great because that means the storm is strengthening. We don't really want the storm to strengthen just because there's a high risk that there could be some really intense storms today. But as a storm chaser, I say, yes, I really want this thing to grow. But folks, in all seriousness, if you have people that live in like Medicine Hat area, pretty much anywhere south of that, northern Montana, southwestern Saskatchewan, like southeastern Alberta, like areas like that, if you have loved ones in that area, I suggest that you tell them to think about getting to shelter if they see a storm approaching, because these storms are showing signs of intensifying very quickly. Especially this line right in front of us has a very good chance of that. I'm going to keep watching that one, so our instability rate in that area is still increasing. But later today, these storms are forecasted to organize. And once they do, we could have a serious event take place. Now, the main risk is actually the hail with these specific storms, but you still have that pretty intense risk for strong winds and possibly tornadoes later, especially later today, where when the wind shear is supposed to increase. It's also going to help our supercells be more long-lived. But yes, folks, good chance of some pretty strong storms today. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn Siri off. Siri. Shush.
Proceed to the room.
Shut up. End navigation.
Ending navigation.
Okay, so I do want to mention one thing up here, folks. There actually is an area that I went through earlier and I lost cell service. Luckily, that's really the only area kind of around here. So it doesn't, and it also did not fully disconnect just because of the settings I have right now to prevent that. So perfect. But right now it does appear to be, oh wow, we got an inflow tail. We got tail clouds, we got everything. It's very high in the atmosphere. But folks, we could have, in like not too long, we could actually have a funnel cloud or maybe even a tornado on the ground. So this is intense, folks. Wow. Yeah, actually, that's a decent storm right over there. Yeah, folks, this is the area that I was talking about earlier. So once we actually go through this, it might disconnect. It's just going to freeze for a minute, and then it will be back. It was back earlier when I was doing it. I want to record that developing. Well, ooh, we got a funnel dropping out of that, actually. Dang it, I'm going down the hill. Yeah, see, oh, right here. I'm gonna clean the windshield just so you can actually see. Now, the stupid thing is, the left sprayer on my windshield wipers is actually busted. So that kind of sucks. Oh wow, actually we're getting hit with some decent sized raindrops. So the raindrops getting bigger. We got a storm. Yeah, that's most definitely is a wall cloud, folks. It is actually quickly lowering to the ground. God, get a better view on it from here. Put my window down just so I can actually get a good view of it. Boom, pictures. I'm taking pictures of it now. Yikes. Actually, folks, we could have a tornado developing right now just to our east, not super far. We're about to have a visual on it, so we're about to turn right here. We're going to head into Saskatchewan now. Yikes. Well, yeah, we do have a decent risk on that storm. Then there is most definitely rotation embedded within that updraft. And I've seen a few brief funnels. It's very high up in the sky at the moment, but it's still growing, it's still developing. But the tornado threat is increasing substantially. So right now our location is, we're kind of just to the southeast of Medicine Hat. We're about to turn right onto Highway 1. So that's a Trans-Canada Highway. But yeah, we do actually have a decent storm there, folks. Wow. Yeah, folks, this base is lowering incredibly. It's lowering quickly too. So, folks, yeah, we have a possible, definitely a supercell, and maybe even a tornado on our hands. But also, we do have that large hail threat as well. Now, I believe this might be another area where I lost cell service again. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I don't lose cell service. But there is a possibility I will. We'll see. Just stop talking about the cell service and just get on focusing on the storms. So yeah, this is Trans-Canada just over this hill, folks. Oh my goodness, my phone is almost dead. How is that even possible? I'm charging them literally all day. My other phone, don't worry. This is my live streaming phone is okay. Unfortunately, if my actual phone dies, the live stream will disconnect because, yeah. We'll pray that doesn't happen. Wow. So yeah, our base is still lowering on that thunderstorm. Now, the other storm that's kind of in the southern part of Alberta right now, I'm not super worried about that storm anymore. It's definitely losing its organization. It's starting to weaken, disorganize. But this new storm developing to our east right now, it's got a higher chance, like it's got a good chance to actually produce a storm. But it's also in a very rich environment. Come on, clean the dadgum windshield. It's in a very good environment for it to continue growing. Unfortunately, it's very moist right now, so my windshield is going to look like this for a bit. You can see kind of right up there our storm. Maple Creek is 65 kilometers. That's less than an hour. This storm is basically straddling the border right now. Come on, shit. Transmission, what are you doing? There we go. Now it's shifted. My truck does not like to shift properly when it's wet outside, which is odd and sucks. Yeah, we definitely have some action going on in that near the bottom of that updraft. The base of the storm is getting itself organized. It's still intensifying right now. It's also still in the very early development phase of its life. So it's not yet like, oh no, this is bad. But it does have the potential to be pretty bad in the future. We do still kind of have that signs of like rotation. We've definitely got a tail cloud. So it's like inflow from the storm itself. You can even kind of see it. But you can watch as it's being sucked in. So we're looking at this point right here. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that would work. But yeah, so we do have our storm. It's organizing. We have a lot of air moving upwards right now. So that's excellent. Now this storm is also getting a lot closer to the radar than it was earlier, which means that the scan is going to be lower in the atmosphere, which can actually make it lower. So we can actually seem like our storm is weakening, when in reality, it's just moving closer to the radar that's scanning it. Oh wow, those storms up north are getting pretty gnarly too. Wow, there's a storm up kind of near the Burstall area. That storm is getting pretty decent. But this storm right here that's tracking very close to our position, that storm, it's organizing and it's starting to grow. Now it's changing shape very quickly. Yes, I was right. The storm I lost faith in actually ended up dying. So although that's not a great news, but it is good news that we are on the new storms now. Man, there's some big cells going on here, folks. I'm gonna check and see how our warnings are doing, because we do have quite a few different warnings out. I would not be surprised if this cell right here actually has a severe thunderstorm warning on it. It would not, I think it kind of should. Yeah, there is a severe thunderstorm warning on that cell right now. So, looking to my north, I'm trying to get a visual on that other cell. No, I can't really see it. So we kind of have two storms right now. Let's see what the warning says. Yeah, it's just a wreck. So now it's a tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning. So it's still growing. Wow. Yeah, we've actually got some really big storms. Yikes. I've been very careful because my phone is actually at 28%. I gotta put that in low power mode or else it's gonna die. Yeah, we're looking up here. We've got our inconsistent rotation. We're waiting to see if this thing will organize itself up. But again, so, hello sir, poor man, welcome to the stream. But yeah, this storm right here, it's very close to the radar, so it's hard to tell kind of what it's doing. Now, visual, like looking at it, it does appear to be strengthening. So we've got a lot of air being lofted up into the storm. So that is good. That is actually a good situation right now. So I can actually check and I can see what the higher tilts are showing. Yeah, we definitely got wind shear. The wind shear is increasing. Yeah, we do have quite a bit of wind shear, like specifically directional on this cell right here. So that's going to help this thing get organized. Man, that is another storm way up, like just south of Leader. I am honestly very surprised that that one was able to develop, because the dew point is really low down there. It's even kind of low here as well. It's kind of drier. Tomorrow we're supposed to, we believe tomorrow we have a higher dew point, so that's going to make our cells lower to the ground. So I'm going to change lanes here. We're going to turn just to the right lane here. Watching that thing. So yeah, it still scans very close to the radar. We do have a lot of really high reflectivity on it. Our correlation is dropping, so there's a very good chance that there's some large hail in this particular storm. And yeah, there's actually very dark storms up to the north here. Oh my goodness. Actually, all of these storms could be weakening right now. The storm to the north appears to be kind of becoming tornadic again. Folks, I cannot wait for the wind shear to increase. Once the bulk shear skyrockets, we'll get some organized cells developing. But right now, it's a lot of just pulse storms. I'm honestly debating going north right now and trying to intercept those new storms that are growing. They are growing decently fast. What? We'll keep watching these storms. We'll see. There's a new line kind of developing to the south that is beginning to start to strike some more lightning. But if that doesn't end up panning out, I'm going to head north. See, tomorrow there's a decent risk as well. So tomorrow we actually... Whoa, that was really close. Let's see if we can hear the thunder. That was a big strike, actually. No, I can't hear the thunder. Oh, that was my horn. Whoops. But yeah. Wow. I'm looking at it. I do believe that actually there's a new storms developing to the south of this one are starting to cut off the inflow to the new storm. That is not inherently bad. That actually could intensify the storms to the south. So there's new cells developing. Dang. Yeah, that one up near Highway 21 right now. It is most definitely perking my interest. Like, there's a lot of cumulus development, very organized as well. It's in a very early stage of its growth, so it has a good chance, especially for hail right now. Yeah, I missed Sal right here. I'm going to see how the higher scans what they're showing. Ooh, another one. Yeah, we definitely do actually have some, it's attempting to rotate. That's for dang sure. We did actually see a wall cloud, and I did see a funnel cloud for a little bit on this storm right here. But right now, it's gone away at this point. I'm just like, is my tilt really high up? Man. I'm thinking maybe that would be a good idea to go up to that northern storm. Because you see, the storm up in the northern portions right now, it's in a very unstable atmosphere. So the dew point actually gets higher the farther north that you go, kind of up in there. And it's kind of developing right along a line. So tracking north might be the best plan right now. And I know for a fact that those storms are going to hang on because they are extremely large. There's a lot of moisture. There's a lot of moisture suspended in the air. The LCL is lowering up there as well. They just need to figure out the fastest route to get there. It's kind of up near Leader, so it's like maybe a little bit farther than halfway between Leader and Maple Creek. of right near Burstall is where I'd say they are at the moment. But I want to be able to intercept them. So I got to get ahead of them. Yeah, the fastest way is to take Highway 21, so that's what I'm going to plan on do. We can also, since these storms are actually going towards us at the moment, we will be able to intercept them as well. So it's still, ooh, that was a good strike. We got lots of lightning. There's lots of moisture suspended up high in the atmosphere right now in this storm. We got a bad service in here. Now this area is it has very bad service, which sucks. But we're gonna have to deal with it. We'll just have to see what happens. Like it shouldn't cut off just because of the settings I have it on. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Man, yeah, we do have a lot of development to our north. Now there's even newer storms developing up there as well. Historic oh no, that's not the town. It might honestly just be a truck stop here. And that south of us is starting to drop a lot of precipitation. Still trying to figure out whether these cells here, because like today is a very interesting day because the storms are very severely struggling to get organized, except for the ones to our north, which appear to be decent, like actually very organized. Yeah, these ones to our south at the moment, they're not too good right now. Honestly, should have went east or west towards the Calgary area, like Drumheller right now. Wow, the tornado threat isn't very high, but right now in Drumheller there's a really strong gust front, like very strong. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a PDS warning that went out for those storms. So it's a particularly dangerous situation. You generally don't see them in Canada. We do have them. They're not actually displayed as PDS. We kind of just say severe thunderstorm warning. There's no like specific type. It'll just say like, yeah, this is a very strong storm. Ping pong ball size hail, heavy rain. Okay, there's not even a risk of wind according to the warning. That is odd. No, wow, to our south. Holy moly, that storm intensified quick. Like, it is very large. I might actually want to intercept that one. So you have reflectivity. So we're up. Ooh, nice. We're over 60 reflectivity units, DBZ. Honestly thinking, like, considering how close this thing is, I believe this thing could actually be our main target right now. I want to go around this guy. I didn't know I'm going to stay close to this thing. Wow. Yeah, that got extremely dark extremely quickly. It's kind of heading towards Maple Creek, sort of. I do actually think that there's kind of a boundary going along it. Wow. Yeah, that is insane. I think I want to stay on these ones. So just because you get lower, oh my gosh. Yeah, that is incredible. Yeah, there is some extremely heavy precipitation just to my south, and it is actually tracking directly towards us. That is the heaviest precipitation core that I've ever seen. Okay, well that's not true, but it is definitely among one of them. Wow, folks, we are about to get hammered. Whoa, big flash. Yeah, that is insane. So we're gonna get some. There's a good chance, folks, that we can have some decently large hail in this one. Oh boy, it is headed right towards us. I really hope that these people know what the heck they're driving into right now, because there's no turning back after this point. My radar just went out. That is not a good sign. I'm looking up. We've definitely got some action here, folks. We've got tons of lightning as well, so this storm could actually be redeveloping. It's going through a recycle right now. Now, if I want to see this tornado, I'm going to get on the back side of it. Of course. What chase would it be without my radar completely shutting down? Oh. There we go. Fixed it. Okay. The storm that's kind of headed towards Leader right now, so up near in like Saskatchewan, that one is actually decently large. This one here is also intensifying decently fast right as we speak right now. So we're going to see what they do. I do believe it's along an organized boundary. So it's an area of two different air masses kind of being slammed together. So yeah, we've definitely got a strong storm here. It'll just be depending on if it can organize itself. We're going to see that tornado threat. But yeah, I got to find a road that goes south. Don't think... Oh, yes I do. I have one coming up here. It's kind of actually down in like the Cypress Hills area right now. Tons of lightning. Now, so right now, folks, we're under severe thunderstorm warning in our area, so I'm double checking. I want to see what that severe thunderstorm warning is all about. It's not loading. Dang it. Okay, so we have Toonie-sized hail, still tornado possible, and then strong wind gusts. So it's right now, it's moving north at 30 kilometers an hour. So it's basically heading directly towards us. Now looking up, kind of like directly on top of the screen, we've actually got a decent amount of rotation up there. Wow. It's not consistent rotation, but it is definitely like showing signs of rotating and intensifying. So we're gonna see what that thing there does. Wow. Yeah, that is insane. That could be a funnel cloud right on top of us. But it is not in a very organized spot right now. Now, I do need to go south, like right now, because this storm is to myself. I really want that new radar update though. There we go, got it. I'm gonna see, where is a new road? Yeah, I've got one coming up here. Wow. See, now right in front of me, there's kind of an extending line of storms. So that could actually be our outflow boundary. It's kind of our forward flying downdraft, which is what you would normally see in a supercell thunderstorm. Basically what I mean is this storm could be intensifying quicker than anticipated. We've got some really high, we've got a lot of spikes. So we've got a lot of intensification of these storms. Yeah, the one up near, man, there's actually one kind of tracking towards the current right now. But yeah, so these storms are beginning to organize themselves. I'm not too sure about the road quality that I'm about to take, but we're gonna see. Oh, that actually is not a bad road. We're gonna take that one. Take that road, we're gonna head south. Someone sent me a chat. Oof. These storms are actually moving extremely slow. It's only going about 30 kilometers an hour, so it's going to be hard to intercept them. We kind of just have to drive into them, which is unfortunate, actually. Red Lake Road. So yeah, we're gonna take this road here. Okay, it actually is grid road, so it is a good quality road. Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm gonna pull over here and I wanna see, oh my gosh, look at that, holy crap. Yeah, that is a big storm. So now looking right there, wow. Yeah, that is particularly intense. Now I'm gonna hop out here really quick, folks. And I'm gonna throw my sweater on because it's cold. And then I'm also going to just look up. I want to see the organization in this cell. So I'm gonna leave my window open so that it's actually audible. Oh, yeah. It's headed directly towards the Trans-Canada right now. It's basically due north right now. Yikes. So that's actually a decent storm, folks. I have good news, my phone is no longer dying. Okay, radar Omega. See, because yeah, it's kind of tracking northwards right now. It's kind of behind us actually, so I gotta head west a little bit again. Okay, if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that right now. Oh my. Oh, we have extremely low correlation on that thing. Yeah, this storm could be significant. So right now we're gonna head back west again. See, the thing is, it's going to be very hard to chase this storm just because in Saskatchewan down here, there's not many roads. Like, what? Because right now we're like a park, so like there's not many fields around here. So they don't need to have roads to service them. So it's just a lot of grassland areas. We cannot cut through grassland areas, so that's why this area is very hard to chase storms. It's the same with like areas of Texas are the exact same way. I haven't been down there, I've just seen other people chase down there. Oh, P&H, we got pancake mix from them. Yes, that was very random. So we're gonna turn left onto this road here. There's lots of lightning. It's moving slow, but we're gonna be able to intercept it. We can get basically like right in front of it. Yikes. Yeah, that's intense. Really do not want my phone to die. That would be bad. Holy moly, we have an extremely low correlation. There's some storms up in like northern Montana as well. Okay. Wow. Okay, we're gonna turn our windshield wipers off here a bit. Yep. Yeah, but we've definitely got a strong storm. A strong cell, very possibly, well, it could be a significant thunderstorm. I really hope that these people don't end up actually getting hit with the main hail core. I know, unfortunately, some people are. just hope that they know what they're driving into. Oh, those guys there on them little bikes. Oh, that was annoying. Severe thunderstorm, very strong wind gusts. They just updated the severe thunderstorm warning, folks. Whoa. Uh-oh. Actually, this thing is about to produce hail. I think we've already got some. Oh, man. Oh boy. Okay, so this wouldn't be too bad if it wasn't on the Trans-Canada Highway. So to the south of this... Whoa! That was a big flash. Okay, so on the south of this storm is where we're actually going to see our possible tornado. And our main precipitation core is actually still. We're not even in it. We're actually just to the north of it. So it's headed towards us right now. I've got to get south. Definitely got some strong winds, but yeah, I need to find a road like right now. Yeah, it happens way too much because I don't actually have a camera because I cannot afford that. I'm not super fancy like that. So unfortunately, there isn't much I can do. It gets a lot better like when it stops storming, like when we're actually not in the main core. Like there isn't much to see anyway. So if there is a tornado and it's not like rain wrap, we're like in the main part of the cell, it will actually be perfectly clear, which is sweet. Okay, like just like sort of like this, it's still a little bit too rainy for that. Oh, we've actually kind of have a hook developing along this storm. Now I can actually watch all of the air being pulled up into the storm. Down like that. Come on, dude. Okay. Really whole stays better. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find a road south. There's a road up here that goes south. What? I gotta pull over here, folks. We're right in the path of it right now. Ow. Put the window back up, please. Hope you folks heard that. That good old strike right there. You know, right in front of us. That's where our main precipitation core and possible tornado is going to be. That was a close strike, though. Ooh, there's another one. Okay, there we go. That's actually a lot better. So basically, yeah, we've actually got a flanking line developing to our west, or to the east, not our west. And then we've also got this cell, so I might go, because right now all it's recording is just the precipitation. And we've actually kind of got that storm right there could be organizing. It's gonna push, it's gonna keep going that way. So I'm actually, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn back around again and head towards that other cell. Oh boy. And yeah, you can, oh! That struck the road right there. Holy crap. That was, did you see that explosion? Yeah. I'm gonna tell this good. Okay, so yeah, we've actually got a very intense storm, folks. That was incredible. Lightning literally struck the road right in front of us. We're right in the slow lane here. Wow. Look, this storm is still growing. So it's not early in its development, but it's beginning to do its first recycle, which is a very good sign. So we've actually got kind of like right up, whoa! Lightning like struck very close to our area again. Holy crap. But yeah, so intense thunderstorm, we're actually tracking. We want to get near the updraft of it, which is kind of up in this area. There's a road that I went on earlier, which I might want to take, but I'm honestly thinking I might drive into the hail core of this storm and then let it pass so that I'm actually going to be able to get on the south side of it with a main road. Because there's more roads going north than there are going south. So that's what I want to do. I want to focus on getting north. That was insane. Like, that is not the closest I've been being struck by lightning, but that was very close. I could actually see where it struck the highway. But yeah, actually, I had lightning strike a tree that was like maybe just a couple, maybe like half a football field away from me. Okay, now is where we're gonna start getting that hail. Our base is lowering. I'm very happy no one's following me. Everyone's kind of starting to slow down. Wow. Oh, this is intense, eh? We've got lots of people pulling over as well. Okay, we're getting hail. Folks, it's hailing now. We're pushing the hail core. Yeah, it's just like pebble size right now, like pea size, but it's getting larger. We're supposed to get it higher amounts. Ooh, or we could be through it. I might want to check on these. They have helmets, they should be all good. Yeah, they got turks over them right now. Yeah, we're gonna kind of get hit with the odd hailstone in this area. I'm gonna record this. So I'm actually gonna pull over just so that I can actually make a report. So now this is our perfect area, folks. This is where we're actually gonna see that possible tornado develop. So perfect. We got less rain, noise. Thinking I want to possibly intercept that other cell that's intensifying to our east, so I'm going to keep heading this way on it. Come on. Focus on the ground. Ooh. Already got a warning out. Oh boy. We've actually got lots of people pulled over. I do believe that there is some larger hail. Oh, no, it's hailing again. It's hailing right now. That's what's happening. So it's hailing right now in the Trans-Canada. Wow. Okay, we've got folks, we actually do have action right now. So we're near the updraft of the storm. And if you kind of look, you can't see it very well. Wow. Also, where actually is that Oshkosh, Alberta? I do believe that that area actually has got a very strong line of storms going through it right now. Which, yes, I agree, it is very crazy then. Pretty much all of southern and like central Alberta are going to get hit with some strong storms today. Oh wow, we've actually could have some rotation up there, folks. The radar, gonna get a visual on that. Yeah, we've actually, I know where that. Ooh. We've actually got another storm developing, which I think I'm going to head off to. So there's one kind of just north of, just pretty much east of current right now. That's where I'm going to head right now. We got very high velocity numbers, very strong storm. We've even got kind of a hook echo developing on it. So that's where I'm going to head right now. I'm actually able to see it right now. So if there is going to be a tornado, folks, we are going to be able to see it, like right where we are. How is it Hailstone's disconnected, which is sad. Ooh, I reconnected it, nice. It's so peaceful now. Actually kind of can see multiple areas where there could be a storm. That the storm could be trying to produce a tornado. Holy crap. I'm not too far from it at the moment. That's, again, they're moving very slowly, so luckily it's going to be very easy for us to catch up to it. But we've got lots. So the base is lowering right now, which is so that's actually not only the storm risk, but that tornado risk as well. The lower your base is to the ground, to the base of your cloud, the less far a tornado actually needs to go to touch down. So, yeah. I have a song stuck in my head, and it's called My Redeemer Lives, and it is amazing. It's a very good song. Ooh, that was a nice song. That was a nice lightning strike. How's it 20 minutes? Oh man, look at that storm. Like, that is intense. Looking straight up, we've actually definitely got action. We're looking straight up, kind of up in there. It does not appear to be rotating, like no rotationary stuff yet. But yeah, and especially if we're looking right over here, we've got some areas where the base is lowering. An area right here which is just heavy precipitation. Oh. To my north right now there could be some actual tornadic action. I don't believe there is, but there could be. Yeah, there's actually, it's possible being supercellular, producing some tornadoes. I'm very happy right now because I have not been almost struck by lightning in about 20 minutes, so that's always a big bonus. And yeah, the storm is organizing itself, it's growing, and wow, yeah, we've definitely got an area up there Whereas, like, it's lowering pretty quickly. It's just going to have to organize itself if it wants to produce a tornado. But up in front of us, there's definitely there's kind of multiple areas where there could be a tornado developing. Either that or it's Matamus. It might be Matamus clouds. But yeah, up in front of us now, folks, is where our storm is growing rapidly and intensifying very quickly. I want you to see this thing. Wow. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, I guess I should turn my windshield wipers off. There we go. Focus back down on the road, please. Ah, dang it. Wow. Good. Yeah, folks, we definitely, I can tell the wind shear, the directional shear is increasing. So, yeah, our tornado risk right now is starting to skyrocket. Going absolutely ballistic. There actually could be a tornado headed towards Highway 21 right now. Oh my goodness, my radar is being very wonky right now. Yes, these storms are behaving very erratically. But we're going to see. So this storm right now that's tracking towards Swift Current. There's quite a bit of inflow. Whoa, even more lightning. But yeah, so there's lots of scud clouds, which means the updraft is likely actually increasing, but also tornado. This whole entire thing also appears to actually be kind of developing into a hook echo. So a hook echo is basically the number one thing that you want if you want to see a tornado. So that's when all the moisture inside the storm starts to wrap around the updraft, and it ends up looking like kind of like a pirate's hook. And so that right now is what I'm seeing on that storm. You can kind of see there's... So I gotta focus. So I want to focus it on the clouds. But I cannot get it doing that because this camera doesn't actually have a focus on it because of the software that I'm using. But yeah, so right now the LCL is lowering incredibly in one specific spot, which I do believe could actually be our area. There definitely is rotation in it. It just depends on whether it can stay with the storm or not. Because if the rotation ends up breaking off of the thunderstorm, it doesn't have something to drive it. So once it starts to weaken, it won't be able to re-strengthen and it will just die. So that's what will happen in that case. Looking behind us is looking dark, but these storms are likely more tornadic than the storms behind us right now. I really hope I caught that lightning strike, because that was insane. Like it struck, like if you folks see those trees kind of right up there, it was closer than those trees. It was insane. Oh yeah, we've at least got horizontal rotation. So the storms definitely are struggling to kind of, they're still like, again, they're struggling with their organization, but with this wind, the wind shear increasing right now, that could change, because it's going to be right about now, because now it's 4 o'clock. Now is the time in which it's supposed to start to intensify. So we're going to get more intense wind shear. The low-level jet will begin to strengthen, and that will end up giving our storms that spin to allow it to start developing into a supercell. So I'm kind of planning, I might end up heading all the way over to Swift Current even. I would not be surprised if I do. just because this storm has been long-lived for quite a while now. It doesn't show signs of stopping yet. And the grid system starts up again in that area, which is amazing. So I have Highway 21 is like right here. So right now, folks, we're passing through Maple Creek. Swift Current's like Shaunavon. We're looking at Highway 37. That might be our area in which we're gonna like intercept this storm. Maybe, well, actually, probably even before. Well, I want to go north and intercept it on that back road up here. So I don't know if I exactly want to intercept it on the back road, but I might have. No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to go to the south of this one. Because right now it's still going northeast, and we want to be on the south side of it, because at least then we can see a tornado if the tornado does touch down. If we go on the north side of it, all we're going to be able to see is the precipitation core. Everything behind it is going to be hidden. But now this storm, folks, it most definitely has hail in it. Like, it is a very, very bright cell right there. Normally when you get brighter areas, like areas that look like almost white within a storm, generally that's when you get your tornadoes. Not your tornadoes, your hail. Your hail. It's so hard to just keep talking in these things sometimes. But right now, just to our south right now, folks, is Maple Creek. So we are in extreme southwestern Saskatchewan right now. Oh no. My phone is, what in the world is going on? Like all of my technology right now is like dying. And of course, I have an insanely bad tangle. Oh, there we go. Okay. Phone is not going to die, folks. And looking under here, we've definitely got some action. Definitely. Yeah, up north right now in northern, like up kind of near like Cut Knife, North Battleford area, you folks aren't really getting anything. Oh wow, up near like to the northeast of Prince Albert is like absolutely ballistic right now. But yeah, so primarily right now our main threat is going to be the storm that's right in front of us. Tornado threat is increasing on it. And I might actually see an area of organized rotation. So now if this thing can actually get its own flanking line, this storm, it could be absolutely insane. Like, we could get a very intense storm to develop. We've got a new one developing kind of literally just to the west of Swift Current right now. That one is also going to be a very good backup cell. So if this cell ends up not being a very good cell to chase, we'll just chase that second storm as it grows. Stupid boundary. Wow. That was a very strong storm right now. Now our supercell that we're original, like the very original one that we were chasing, that one is weakened. But the one to the south of it is insane. It's very strong. But this one is, again, very close to the radar. We're gonna see. It definitely has it has a lot of heavy precipitation in it. So everyone can see the storms. without it being all wonky. There we go. So that's our target right now, folks. It's that very dark core right there. I'm gonna actually turn my flashers off just because there isn't a huge risk at the moment. But yeah, this is the boring part of storm chasing sometimes, folks. But also, this is the time to ask questions. If you guys got any questions at the moment for me, just ask away right now. I don't know if all 7 of you guys do, but we'll see. But yeah, we have a lot of areas, like the dew point is still like going up. It is not going up very quickly, but it is noticeably increasing. We still got tons of lightning. It's like later today, like probably around 6 o'clock, these storms are actually going to be very large, very intense. So we're going to see that. Now, let's check it out. And that new cell, it most definitely, the one cell near Swift Current, that actually might be a very good target because it's definitely, it's in an area where there's a lot of shear. Like, because the entire thing has a massive shear tail on it. So we're going to wait a couple of updates. But yeah. We'll see what the plan on is. So also, so my scariest tornado encounter, I've had a few. Now, I would say my top scariest, I know it was definitely tied for 2. And ironically, both of them were on the exact same day. So one of them, I'll say the Humboldt one. So actually, neither of these tornadoes have been confirmed yet, which is extremely frustrating because one of them actually did quite a bit of damage. It was also extremely large. It was a decently strong, large tornado, completely rain-wrapped. But like, I was storm chasing north of Saskatoon, so up near Humboldt. So that's in like east central Saskatchewan. But so I'm storm chasing, and there's a really strong supercell, and it's been developing for a long time. So it developed near the Radisson area and produced a tornado near Hepburn. So Hepburn, Saskatchewan is directly north of Saskatoon. So it's basically smack dab in the middle of the province, almost, kind of farther south. So the very strong supercell is producing golf ball sized hail. So as it produced a tornado in Hepburn, I was on the northern end of the storm. So I was actually punching through the hail core, and larger than like 2-inch hail. So very large hail. It actually did quite a bit of damage to my truck. My whole hood and my roof is completely dented. It damaged my little weather station on the top. It was insane. But so what ended up happening is the storm went over a river and it sucked a whole bunch of moisture up. It was very rich in instability, so it blew up even more. So it's starting to get late around 8 p.m. So the storm is still growing, it's still intensifying, and all of a sudden I noticed that the velocity couplet started to get extremely organized and it did not just pull the rain from itself into it. It pulled rain from a storm developing to itself in it. So the strongest hook echo I've ever seen, and that's even including ones that I've seen in like the US. Super strong, very intense. High up in the atmosphere is recording wind speeds over 150 miles per hour, rotating. So I was chasing this storm when all of a sudden I noticed that it started to track towards me. So I'm directly to the south, and it started to move directly east. So it's going parallel with me, and it's getting closer. So the wind is increasing more and more, and it's getting more intense and more intense. And I watch an entire row of trees that's just in front of me. The entire thing just blew over. Every single tree. That was spectacular. But there is like massive trees that were just completely blown over, flattened out. Nothing was debarked yet. But it was I could tell this is a strong storm. And so I'm on the phone with Environment Canada, so I'm telling them that, and they're like, hey, thank you. And I turn north. And all of a sudden, lightning flashes right behind the tornado, and I see a mile-wide funnel just moving across the dirt road. And I watch, and I see black shadows being tossed around inside of it, which I do believe were trees. There's actually nothing there. It was Saskatchewan, so there's like a few trees, but really nothing more than that. But insane, and it was super close to me. So I was actually heading north at that point, so I'm like, hey, we're not going north anymore. So I continued to go east, so I'm paralleling the tornado, and the rear flank downdraft was pulling a lot of air in, and the tornado was still growing. So I end up telling this, so there's this person on the road, and I'm like pull over, so she's like pulled over, like kind of freaking out, and I'm like, okay, just stay here and wait for the storm to pass, because there's actually a tornado up in there, so just stay here, do not move, leave your car here. So she's like, okay. But I ended up driving back, and there was whole trees, like there's trees blown onto the highway. It was incredible. And actually, right as I was driving in, so before I noticed it was a tornado, I was coming in on the southwestern side of it. I was seeing a power line, and all of a sudden, in a massive explosion, just on the power line, which illuminated the whole tornado. It was absolutely insane. There's so many storm chasers on it, and very little documentation. But it was likely, so it was a decently sized twister, but it didn't end up doing a lot of damage just because it wasn't actually on the ground for very long. It was only on the ground for about 20 minutes. And it went through an area where there's like power lines, but that was pretty much it. So it missed everything. But a mile from the tornado, I was being struck with debris. Like there was hail and actually like rocks and grass and sticks all being lofted and thrown into my truck. It was, which doesn't sound intense, but that's all the debris that there was. If there were larger degrees, if there was like larger things like whole trees, they probably would have been blowing onto my truck as well. That was a mile from the tornado. Actually, they also just, so Swift Current is now actually under severe thunderstorm watch, folks. So they are extending that, the risk for storms as these storms continue to track. But also, I did not go to university yet. So I'm only 17, so I'm in high school right now, going into grade 12. I do plan on studying meteorology. The only problem is Canada doesn't have a lot of places that offer it. Like the closest place I can go to get university in Canada is Vancouver. And going to Vancouver is extremely expensive, and I really don't like how it's like super congested. Like I've been through the mountains. It's beautiful, yes, but it also stresses me out. So I wouldn't go to the mountains. And then there's like Toronto and then Halifax. So, dude, you're like very close. But yeah, so like I do plan on studying meteorology. I might go to the US, but we'll have to see. I know I'm going to continue storm chasing though, no matter what my job ends up being. Oh, and folks, this storm right now is starting to grow. It's starting to intensify. And I've actually spotted the road in which I do believe I'm going to be able to take. So we got Crane Lake there. Then we have our grid system. So in Tompkins, I believe at Tompkins, that's where we're going to start heading north. And I definitely can see areas where it's starting to materialize, starting to develop into possibly a tornado-producing storm. We've got a lot of inflow. Like this storm is actually, like still, the base is lowering again. So the updraft is increasing. We do have some scud action, not a lot. But yeah, we've got a big storm here, folks. I'm trying to look at my beard behind me. So folks, I had a few people join in. So right now we're actually just on our way to intercept a new storm. So if you have any questions to ask me, I would be absolutely overjoyed to them. Especially because that's going to help me out a lot. It'll end up promoting this video to a whole bunch of other people. So it'll help me be able to just be successful. My brain just blanked there for a second. Holy moly. There's a very strong storm in like southwestern Alberta right now. But this one, I'm holding on hope that this thing is going to intensify. It was weakening, but now it's starting to kind of stay consistent. So we're going to see, it's beginning to track eastward. So once our wind shear, there's a wind shear starting to increase right now, folks. So once that continues to increase, we're going to get our strong storms. So that's where we're going to get our tornado risk. And watching this thing intensify, it could actually be starting to organize into a tornado-producing thunderstorm. So it's supercell. Yeah, they're calling for storms later today. I can actually read that severe thunderstorm watch. Just want to check. So remember, folks, tomorrow there's going to be even more storms. So a lot of the instability is getting sucked north right now, just southwesterly flow. So it's all going to start getting sucked up northwards, and then yeah. So like we do have an intensifying storm, but then tomorrow we're going to have an even higher risk for specifically tornadoes. Not a lot higher, but decently higher. Yeah, so now Environment Canada is predicting that these storms are going to continue to intensify, which is good and bad news at the same time. But yeah, the storms kind of in southwestern Alberta right now, I don't think that they're going to produce a tornado. They could, they very much could be, but I don't think that they are. They don't really seem to be wanting to. Here, once, like, our wind shear is increasing, so once that starts to intensify, that'll be perfect. So Tompkins, 25 kilometers. So at Tompkins, folks, we're going to head north. We have a heavier core developing at the front and center of the storm. Wow. So, folks, this storm is intensifying right now, folks. Like, and it's organizing itself. We're going to have that risk of tornadoes. Wow. Whoa, there's a lot of wind here. My truck does not like the wind, and neither do I, because I burn more fuel. Dang it. Okay, yeah, we have even more storms now developing. So new storms developing ahead of the other cell. They're developing decently fast. We're gonna see what happens. Yeah, we do have to shoot north here because I do want to be intercepting this. So like, right now is not going to be the peak time. The peak time for tornadoes is going to be later. So at about 6 p.m. is about the time I think there's going to be the highest risk for tornadoes. But yeah, so this cell, I've actually seen some brief rotation on it. But yeah, our base is still actually trying to lower. It is organizing into more of a flanking line as well. So this storm is organizing, but it is just going to take a little bit of time. So we're going to be patient. We're going to keep watching this thing. The cell near Swift Current kind of developed and then died. But it's a good sign that the wind shear in that area is definitely increasing. So folks, something's coming. We've got a big storm here. Unfortunately, I'm hungry. I think we're gonna have to have food soon. I should have packed food. I always try to remember to do that, but I never do. Also, people drive extraordinarily fast on Trans-Canada. It is insane. So folks, very soon here, we are going to start heading north. So we're gonna just jog northwards into these cells. And we're gonna see, so yeah, we're very close to it, so we're going to be able to actually intercept it. Yeah, this storm, we are catching up to it, so we're getting a lot closer to it, which is awesome. Base is still lower. Oh, actually, I think we could have a wall cloud developing. Ooh, actually, that's good. Folks, I was right. It's beginning to organize. This thing is organizing itself. So, yeah. Not much to say about it. It's hard to see at the moment, but once we start jogging north, it's going to be a lot easier to see. But we've got inflow going into it, and our flanking line is actually starting to develop. So we've got our consistent inflow now. You can kind of see it right, oh my gosh, there's a lot of potholes there. Right up here is where it's actually getting sucked up, way up in here. So it's starting to blow up. It's getting larger. Our rotation is starting to intensify. Also, storm chasing. Now, if you have your driver's license, like, just go. Like, I do recommend if you want to become a storm chaser, get something called WeatherWise. It's a free app, but it shows you a whole bunch of different like raw radar data. You want to get raw, so don't use like the Weather Network or like any of like your just normal weather apps radars. You want to get a specific app designed for storm chasers, and WeatherWise is like probably the best app. I always use it. I've used pretty much every single one that's out there. WeatherWise is just the simpler. It's very simple and it's easy to use, easy to learn, and it's a lot of data. So you get a lot of very good stuff. Everything you need for storm chasing is on it, and it's free. It's my favorite part about it. It's free. But yeah, all you gotta do is just educate yourself a little bit on how storms like work. There's a lot of YouTube videos about it. Over the winter, I'm going to start making those videos, so you can stick around to subscribe if you want to see those videos. I've actually already made quite a few. But yeah, so you can go out and storm chase. Like, there's nothing stopping you from doing that, so yeah. Now, going back to our current chase right now, the wall cloud is actually really organizing itself. So it's beginning to organize. We're about to shoot north here. I'm getting very close to the storm, which is good. We're kind of right now heading northeast. So it's perfect. So we're heading into a very good area, and this storm is trying to produce now, folks. So it's trying to produce our tornado. It's going to be interesting. So we don't have much farther, and then we're going to head north. So in Tompkins, Saskatchewan, that's where we're going to start to shoot ourselves northwards to intercept this storm. Now we're almost to a yard. It is most definitely intensifying. So it's 6:33, folks. That's the road that I'm going to take. So if anyone is trying to have had people who have tracked me in the past, if you want to track, go ahead. Yeah, we've definitely got some rotation. It's very high, so it's extremely high up in the atmosphere, but as our dew point increases, which should occur, like our dew point should start to increase right about now again, we will start to get some really big storms. The Swift Current cell is growing as well. The cell near Swift Current, I actually do not know if I can see it right now, but it is growing. Our velocity on this storm, we do have changing velocity, which is basically the very start. So velocity will start to change and it'll start to grow. So once that velocity starts to get higher and higher and higher and faster, then that's when you're going to get your tornado. Now, cell near Swift Current, it's really struggling. It's trying really hard, but it's just not really making any progress. Can I see that cell? I think I can. Yeah, I do believe I can see that right now. Yeah, so folks, yes, we do have a possible developing tornado. We're actually in front of it right now. About to head north to intercept. This is going to get fun here, folks. Because after this, there's non-stop roads. It's grid. So it's all farming, which we're going to have tons of roads to access it. North Battleford. I am from North Battleford area. Sweet. So welcome to the stream. Right now, so currently we have quite a few people join in on us. So we are actually just to the southwest of Swift Current, Saskatchewan right now. We are coming into Tompkins in about 5 minutes here. We're about to head north in the developing supercell. We've got a wall cloud intensifying, and it's dropping to the ground. So I have not seen any funnel clouds quite yet, but our rotation's increasing, and the wall cloud itself is still growing, still getting larger, still getting closer to the ground. Also, the storm itself that's creating it is intensifying and growing rapidly. It's developing a flanking line, so pretty much everything we need for tornadoes right now is happening within this cell just to our north. We've also got a crap ton of lightning. Not only that, but our wind shear also appears to be increasing. So that alone is going to make this storm a lot stronger. So we're coming into Tompkins now pretty soon, I think. Good on gas. Yeah, we are all good, folks. I am, however, I do want to set up my. I actually have a little bit of a system here. So if I got like thingy, it records like wind speed. It's a little weather center on the top of my pickup. Now, people have seen it driving around. It's like a white Ford F-150. It's actually decently old, but I've got a little like metal. I got a metal cage on the back of it to protect my truck from hail, and then I've got a massive weather station on the top of it. It's awesome, but that's what that is. So right now, at 59% humidity, so that's actually decently low. But that is starting to go up. Oh, well, actually, we'll have to see. So I'm driving right now. This is the... What? But yeah, so driving right now, so it's going to be hard for my thingy to actually record properly. But also, if anyone here was here earlier, we ended up almost getting struck by lightning, which was absolutely insane. But it struck the road right in front of us, and it scared the crap out of me. But I was turning around just to head back into this exact cell, and lightning struck the road. Like, it was insane. But like, there's even like a small little explosion on the ground. I caught it on camera, so it is going to be posted like pretty much tonight. Oh wow, already our relative humidity has jumped to 62, and now we're back to 58. Unfortunately, the little weather center that I have is not constantly recording. It only records at certain times. So it'll get an update like every few minutes, which I don't really like. I kind of wish it would constantly be giving me updates. Now, it's hard to engineer something like that, especially if it's like on a truck. So it's like hard for it to connect. There we go. Yeah. And yeah, my videos from an hour ago were an absolute mess. I actually messed with some of the settings. So I was actually trying something new because I'm trying to get into higher resolution. I'm trying to get to 1080, so 1080 pixels. But unfortunately, it did not work. My phone was like, no, we are not going to upload that many just because we're scoundrels. So that was kind of annoying trying to get that set up. But now that we do have it all set up, it's perfect. And we were just put under. Oh, whoa. We've got it, folks. We've got a tornado developing. There's a hook on radar, and a road is coming up. This is perfect, folks. The wall cloud is behind us now. We've got a hook echo on our radar. This is intense. This is not the end game. This is just the start of it here, folks, on this new storm. Kind of new storm. We've been in it before, but it is quite far from us. It has changed a lot since we last seen it. It grew up. Like, I'm like a proud father. I don't know. My brain, on these storm chases, my brain does not work. It like explodes. Tompkins North Grid, that's what I believe that's the road I need to take. Yes. It's up here. There it is, folks. That's our road. Right there. Now, we definitely have got a developing storm here. Like, we've definitely got a flanking line. The instability is increasing. More air is being sucked upwards. This is incredible. And it is extremely dark. This thing is holding a lot more moisture now. Look at that. Like, oh, dang. What the heck is that? No! Don't lose focus now. I just had it fixed. Okay, yeah, I am gonna go like this though. Just gonna straighten it out a little bit here. Come on, look at that. Look at how sad that little thingy is. Like, I'm spraying like the windshield washer fluid. It's just not spraying. It just refuses. There we go. That's better. Look at that. This thing is intensified, folks. So once we get this, so we've actually got some developing clouds. So this storm is, it's growing. It's headed directly towards us at the moment. What? Now I do believe, folks, we've got rotation. So it could actually be wrapped up. So we've definitely got, like a, come on, rear flank downdraft. Your rear flank downdraft right now is actually getting wrapped in rain. So that is not good. It is good for the storm. So that means the storm is going to grow and it's going to get larger. But visibility and is going to be lowering, and the tornado threat is going to increase. Come on, man. Hopefully it'll stay in focus. Yeah, looking upwards, we've got our base still lowering, especially actually to our east right now, northeast. And our rotation is, it's trying. So folks, we've actually got kind of an area that might be funnel cloud. Good old funnel clouding. Yep, that's definitely a verb, or an adjective. Wait, I don't remember what the difference between the two is. We got so much lightning as well. The Lancer cell. So these storms, folks, are starting to get themselves organized. Definitely got a decent sized dish up there right now. I mean, like rotating. So that's rotation. Cloud is kind of being spun around a certain point. It's right where we need it to be. Kind of, well, that's pretty much exactly where we want it to be for a tornado. The sign said, so I'm watching. Whoa! Ow! Ooh, we got more lightning. Okay, yeah, folks. This thing is starting to pull moisture in, and it's starting to wrap it around a certain point. So there's either a boundary, or we have a tornado developing. And speaking of that, wait. No. I thought I heard like the emergency alert sound, but I didn't. It was an illusion. Holy moly, though. I should have brought my better charger. The charger I have right now isn't the greatest. Intercept this thing from the north now. So the wind shear is increasing, so these storms are likely going to be able to actually organize themselves. But now that that storm up near Lancer, up near Leader, kind of heading towards Lancer right now. Leader and Lancer, I hate that. That's hard to say. But they are actually showing signs of also being tornadic. So I'm gonna keep to see kind of how these things go, because that one is starting to push eastwards. So that's what we want for supercells. This one here might, I mean, it's still going. It's a very odd shape, so it keeps on changing shape. We still have our consistent inflow. We still have an updraft, tilted updraft, so it's going to be able to continue. We've got an organization in the flanking line. It's just we don't have the velocity numbers that we need. It's super high up. It's crazy. Look at that shit. Insane. There's a lot of lightning in this storm now too. To actually kind of look right in the top of the screen there. That also could be some rotation as well. There's kind of our lot of areas right now. See, we've got that inconsistent rotation. The wind shear is increasing, and I can actually tell right now that it is. Just judging by the fact that like all like the number, like the storms are beginning to become more shear tailing. So like there's a lot of light rain being blown in front of the precipitation cores. That's generally when you get your when you get like tornadic storms. right now. Oh boy. Piapot. And we're under a severe thunderstorm warning still. I'm kind of surprised that our area is still under it, considering it's kind of north. It's starting to turn green as well. Super high based. Very high in the atmosphere. We're seeing what's going on. Kind of got that area starting to dip down there, kind of right here. Seeing something that might actually be a funnel here. Oh boy. Oh, there's definitely rotation there, folks. You can kind of see it hooking right up there. There's definitely horizontal rotation, so if that updraft increases, we are going to get a funnel cloud. If that updraft intensifies, we're gonna actually have a tornado. Not guaranteed, but our tornado risk is going to absolutely skyrocket again. Also, our relative humidity is also starting to go up. So stuff is starting to get closer to the ground. This storm is showing signs of intensifying, folks, like a lot. Is that lightning or is that just an illusion? We're gonna do some back road cruising here, which is not good. Look at that right up here. Yeah, it's trying to do something here, folks. We're looking up there. That's stupid bugs that keep dying on my windshield. Oh, don't turn it around. There we go. What? Oh, we've definitely got rotation up there. We for sure do. Keely, I'm gonna point that back down just so it actually focuses. Stop focusing on. See, I really wish that this stupid phone, because like the software that I have, you can't manually choose what it focuses on, which sucks. So we're gonna have to go like this for a little bit. There is not much to see up there at the moment. It's beginning to organize itself kind of into a line. There's kind of a splitting into two separate cells. So that's a good sign. But I'm gonna keep heading north. So we're gonna see, like there's a lot of scud action developing below the storm. And yeah, we have a severe thunderstorm watch right now in southern and like extreme northern Montana, so that also stretches up into Saskatchewan as well. Obviously by Environment Canada, they issued that one. What? Looking behind this, folks, we could have a very low base actually. And we're back. Sorry folks, I was driving through an area that actually legitimately had no cell service. So my apologies. We have a very strong thunderstorm here though, folks. Not only is it just a very strong thunderstorm, we have a very strong outflow wind. Also, there's a possible tornado to the south right now. So there's actually a vortex signature on radar. There's a highway coming up here very quick. So we're gonna take that road and we're gonna head south. You can watch, like, look at everything blowing on the road. Like, wow, and it's so dark out. Like, no, I can't. Visibility is just atrocious, and it just will be atrocious. But yeah, we're coming up right now on that road.